嗨，大家好，我是李贝。我们继续学习。上次的视频我们学到第18课，第179页。我们开始学习语法，好不好 ？OK， 我给你放大，这个清楚吗？这样清楚。我需要把课本放那儿。这是有点 OK， 这样。我的灯还没有到，我在京东买了一台灯，一盏灯，一台灯，还没到，所以有一点黑。完了，没辙。词汇，我说词汇语法不是语法词汇，随机。I don't think this is a very hard word. It just means immediately afterwards, right? 随机。戒指就 ，Yeah, exactly. 戒指就，观众随即起立欢呼。So the audience immediately afterwards stood up and applauded and cheered, etc., etc. I don't think this is hard at all. I don't know why they made this a grammar point. I feel like you just learn the definition of the word and that's it. 随即副词表示紧跟着就发生，例如。Yeah, this doesn't feel like a grammar point to me. It feels like a word. Just learn the definition of a word. Learn it's an adverb and learn the definition of a word. All right. 缺乏父母之爱的孩子，不安全感也会随即产生。Yeah, okay, so this is not as immediate as you would expect, but this is a child who lacks their parents' love. Will I don't know, develop with feelings of insecurity. 在公司的内部会议上，大家对这个产品一直看好，总经理更是信心百倍。Alright, so that's quite some hyperbole. 随即开始制定市场开拓方案。Okay, so everyone was happy with the proposal, and soon after this happened, I don't know, 制定 is a sign or a point. 市场开拓方案 I don't know. I feel like they could have chosen a simpler example. That's the thing, isn't it? When you get to this part of the textbook, they don't seem to be teaching 随机. They seem to be teaching all these other things, like at the same time. Just teach one thing. Is that possible? 春天，孩子们在楼旁空地上，开出了一个小小的花园。随即种上了一棵树，几株花和几粒丝瓜种子。Soon after, all right. So this is what I did something like 2 years ago, maybe even longer ago. Can you read it? That's the best I can do. 他答应 This da is first tone, 答应. So this means to accept, usually like a request. Not 同意 is a bit more formal and official, whereas 答应 is like, oh, would you like to go to dinner on Sunday? 我答应 this sort of thing. 他答应了一声什么什么 OK, 随即把手里的东西什么什么递给我 OK. I don't know the relevance between the first clause and the second clause. What's the relationship there? I don't know. But anyway, I accepted, and soon after, no, he accepted, and soon after, he took something out. 他手里的东西 So something in his hand and gave it to me. All right. So maybe this is a proposal. 求婚. He proposed. No, someone proposed to him. 他答应了医生. No, it wouldn't be a proposal, right? It doesn't make sense. Because if he's accepting, then he shouldn't have the ring. So, I don't know. 他匆匆进了屋. 说完必要的话之后 no 随即 can't be put there. 转身离去什么什么根本不顾及对方究竟听懂了多少 Okay, so D is completely out. I think B is out. But I think last time I chose B because there wasn't anything else. 匆匆的进入 No, it's this one, right? 随即说完必要的话之后 Yeah, it's this one. It's not this one. It's A. You can't put it there. 之后随即转身离去 Oh, actually No, because you already got the 之后 之后 is already doing this. 之后随即 Yeah, so after entering the room, immediately after, right? Entering the room. Should be here and not here. But there might be an argument for there. I think A is a better choice though. 我亲眼看到一只鸟死了。另外记着衔着那只死鸟飞到附近的一个池塘的上空。What is this 衔 I see 衔 in 头衔 but this isn't related, right? 将它什么什么扔进池塘 No, I don't think that's possible. So it is an adverb, so we need to put it before a verb, but it will go before this one, right? 随即将它扔进 I think that's out. Okay, 随即又飞回原地。鸟中的首领哀叫一阵后，带着队伍在池塘上上空盘旋几圈，然后变焦变飞向远处。I think this is correct. What is 衔？急着衔着。This is 头衔的衔。Is it 头衔 ？No. 衔头。Let me get this right. 衔头。Sometimes my input is not very good. Yeah. Look, I push X. Nothing. Oh, now nothing at all. Yeah. No, it's not 衔, it's 头衔. 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 So this is the word I know with that character. 头衔, title. They have certain titles like doctor or I don't know, that sort of thing. 衔. So this is just 衔着. So it's something a bird can do. 衔着那只死鸟。衔着是这个呢，嘴里衔着块糖。I use this word. Whoops, this one. 叼。嘴里衔着块糖。And I use this one, so I didn't know 衔着 could mean that. Maybe it is that one. 怀着嫌恨 harbor resentment. 嫌命嫌家。Okay, could it mean holding in the mouth? 另外几只衔着那只死鸟飞到附近一个池塘的上空。I don't think so, because multiple birds carrying a deceased bird in their beak. I don't think that's so appropriate.
寻招讨之权。
Whoops. 藏在心容怀着. This doesn't seem appropriate either. What's this? 称受担任. No, it doesn't sound relevant. 互相连接. Maybe this one. This one. 互相 interlinked. What about this? 局物和 it's got nothing to do with it. So interlinked. Maybe? I don't know. What is this? And what does it mean here? 衔着那只鸟. No, it can't mean interlinked either. So maybe there must be multiple birds holding that bird in the deceived bird in the mouth. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's the relevant answers. So, 接着这个，接着说完之后，接着 you've already got the jihol. The jihol makes me think you can't put a oh, we're not talking about 接着 随即 you can't put a 随即 there. It seems like overkill if you put both. Okay, let's go see if we can find the answer. Just a minute. I will see if I can. So we're on chapter 18. So, 丝瓜. All right, we did this. CBD. Oh, what? Okay, so this was B. Oh, it was B. 原来是 B. 他匆匆进屋说完. Yeah, I mean, yes, I feel like 随即 doesn't fit there, but it doesn't really fit there either. 随即说完. Soon after finished saying, but maybe he said something outside the office and then went in the office. 随即说完必要的话之后，随即转身离去. Yeah, I had it right to begin with. This doesn't work. 随即根本不顾. No. 及对方研究不 Yeah, it doesn't work there as well. I don't know. I don't know. What did I learn from that? I'm not sure. Not sure what I was supposed to take home from that exercise. I wish it was clearer what I was supposed to learn, but the textbooks often don't say what you were supposed to learn. They just give you exercises because that's what they expect textbooks to have. They just give you the answers. It's like, that's the answer. All right, so how did you come to that conclusion? What's the logic? I don't know. Next, 宁愿. Yeah, 宁愿. So there's three of them. 宁愿. Where's the other ones? Yeah. 宁可 and 宁肯. 也可以说. So the textbook thinks they're the same. From what I understand, there's slight differences, but I haven't really mastered them. Yeah, so, okay, so there's a few grammar structures here. It seems I've written down quite a lot of examples because I've had trouble with this over the years. Actually, let's look over here. So this was the different usages. So which one, the different grammar patterns, which one implies which is better? So after the 宁可 or whatever, whatever appears after 宁可 is the better option. 宁可 A 也不 B, so A is better than B. And here, 语气 A 宁可 B, so this is B is better than A. 我宁可熬夜, 我宁可熬夜也要做完. So, yeah, I'm willing to 熬夜, like study all night in order to finish whatever I'm doing. Oh, yeah, not necessarily study, I should say. Yeah, 语气. You probably know 语气 from 语气不如. So this is 语气宁愿. Compared to this option, I prefer this option. 与其一直互相伤害，我宁愿早点分手。Oh, okay, so that's a pretty brutal sentence. But rather than always hurting each other, I would prefer that we break up soon. Yeah, it makes sense, right? Like maybe a couple is not compatible and they'll just hurt each other over and over again, trying to win arguments and so on. So it'd be better. It would be better to it would be better to break up. So, okay, so they're the two major ones, I guess. So, 宁可 A 也要 Y. Oh, this is another one. This is another one again. Although, yeah, even though X, I'm still willing to do Y. 我宁可熬夜也要做完. Yeah, I'm willing to do this in order to do this. So even though, okay, so this was the translation I copied down. Even though X, I'm still willing to do Y. It's kind of like I'm willing to X in order to Y. Or, yeah. I accept this or this because I want this. I accept that because I want that. 宁可 A 也不 B. This is more like this one, right? So there's three grammar structures. I think the textbook only teaches one. But the important thing is 宁可, 宁愿 or 宁肯. The what you put after that is what you're willing to do or accept or something. 我宁可选择 what's that? 矮房也不要高楼. Okay, so I don't want this. In order to achieve not having a tall building, maybe not living in a tall building, I would accept a very small, very low apartment. 宁可 this is it a fourth tone? Yeah, so this may be one of those exceptions. 宁可 No, it is 宁可 宁可 So one of them is, maybe it's 宁肯 宁肯 Oh, no, the exception is the 宁. Usually then it's 宁, but here it's 宁. This is 宁, fourth tone, 宁. Yeah, 宁, fourth tone. That's the exception. Okay, 我宁可继续努力，也不愿意就这样放弃. Okay, I'm willing to continue striving so that I don't give up like that, maybe. 我宁可饿着. Okay, I'm willing to go hungry. 也不吃那种东西. Yeah, so one of the issues here is that most of the resources I found explaining these concepts, they only give you like one grammar structure. And then you go out in the wild and you'll see three grammar structures that we talked about here. The pink one, 宁可 A 也不 B. The blue one, the light blue one, 宁可 X 也要 Y. And this one, 与其 A 宁可 B. So there's three grammar structures you encounter in the wild, along with just the casual, just using 宁愿 to mean I'm willing to do this. Yeah, meaning something like 愿意, or maybe you're inferring the rest of the contents from context. Like, yeah, 我宁可这样做, and just leave it like that, right? So you see all that sort of stuff in the wild. So it can be very hard if you study the textbook and it's got one definition for this word. Yeah. What are you supposed to do with that? Which one are we learning? I guess we'll find out. 宁愿副词用于选择关系的副句. 表示比较了厉害的 what no 厉害得失之后。Oh, okay, this is like okay, 利 benefit, 害 harms, 得 gains, 失 is losses, right? 利害得失之后。So it's like 4 separate characters combined to become a list. Okay, like 大小 or something like that. 利害得失之后，选取一种做法，常用搭配有，宁愿也要也不，也可以说宁可宁肯。Yeah. So they just give one example, is it? Maybe we should really dig deep into this because this is the kind of thing you really don't want to have to think about. 我心中难免不解，古人是怎么想的？愣是编出个拔苗助长的故事来。要是我，宁愿用别的比喻。Yeah. So here's a good example. So there's all these grammar structures, and then someone comes along and just uses that. Yeah. So you learn all these grammar structures, and then you're just like, no, I'm just not going to use them. 咱们宁愿多花点钱，也要买个质量好的。Okay, so I'd spend a bit more money. I'm willing to spend more money to get a better quality one. So 也要. So 也要. This is the blue one, right? So this is not a comparison, right? This one, 他就是这样，宁愿吃苦受累，也绝不求人。So he'd rather struggle than ask for help. You can think, well, I think of it as a comparison. You'd do this and not this. I feel like, I don't know, people in my generation, we were taught to do this, right? You don't just ask for help straight away. You try, you struggle, and if you get stuck, then you ask for help. I feel like that's maybe a generational thing, I'm not sure. But you must try first. You don't just ask for help straight away. All right. So these were my sentences from years ago. So let's see how I did. 一个房子条件. Oh, what am I meant to do? Yeah, you can see this. So yeah, I'll read the original sentence, read what I wrote, and see what happens. 一个房子条件不错，但到学校需要1个小时。另一个房子条件差些，但5分钟就能走到学校。你选择哪个房子？ Oh, we're meant to reply to the question. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so it's not what I was thinking. This is fine. Yeah, this kind of exercise makes a lot of sense to me. 我宁愿住在条件差些的房子，也不每天走1个小时的路。Yeah, that's a pretty good answer. I'm kind of like thinking, oh yeah, I did all right. But yeah, that's pretty good, right? I think that's I did all right then. 坐公共汽车比较舒服，但是路上会堵车，时间没有保证。坐地铁很挤，但是时间有保证。你怎么去？Okay, here I use the different structure. 与其坐公共汽车，我宁愿坐地铁，这样我不会迟到。Yeah, I think that's fine. That's pretty good. Wow, go past me. 少睡会儿，少睡会儿觉。Yeah, so this doesn't mean sleep less, it means have a short sleep or a nap. 把作文写完 no 把作文写完该睡觉就睡觉作文不写了你会怎样 what on earth 小睡会儿觉 or does it mean sleep less or does it mean sleep for a short moment? But maybe it does mean sleep less. Sleep less, finish the task. 该睡觉就睡觉作文不写了你会怎样我宁愿熬夜也要写完作文 Yeah, okay, so I used all three different structures here. Yeah, all right, that's pretty decent. All right, so let's go to the audience. Not the audience, all right, so we don't have any examples here. Can you give me 20 example sentences using 宁愿宁可宁肯 please. Try to make them diverse using diverse collocations and grammar patterns. If you ask for 20 sentences, it will either completely flood your screen with English, no opinion, or it'll go, no, that's impractical, and just and just give you the Chinese, which is what I want. I asked for 20, maybe that's too many. I don't know. I really feel like it's worth digging deep on this one because it is something that is commonly used. It's also a little tricky. Okay, 一，我宁愿饿着肚子，也不吃这种垃圾食品。Okay, I'd rather go hungry than eat that kind of junk food. 二，我宁愿辞去高薪工作，也不愿与不道德的公司合作。Okay, so 宁愿、不愿、也不愿。Okay, this is 也不愿意。宁可多花点时间，也要把这件事情做好。So all of these have it in the first clause, but we'll quickly read it and then ask for better ones. 他宁可迟到一会儿，也要把文件整理完毕。宁愿冒险一试，冒险一试。Okay, I didn't know you could say that. 也不愿一直在安全区待着。我宁可吃素，也不愿吃含有动物成分的食物。Oh, that'd be a good one for vegetarians. I'd rather eat vegetables or vegetarian. Vegetarian meaning food rather than I'd rather eat vegetarians. I don't know. 也不要吃含有动物 yeah. Rather than eat things that contain animal parts. 他宁愿独自一人，也不愿和那些虚伪的人交往。他宁愿坚持自己的原则，也不愿随波逐流。Okay, so yeah, that's a little tricky, but so she's this is kind of willing, but not just willing. It's like it's almost more than willing here. What would rather? It's not like she's tossing up between the two, though. She wants to persevere with her with her principles, rather than go with the flow. 随波逐流, go with the flow, go with the mainstream or something like that. Follow the crowd blindly. Yeah. 宁愿做决定失败，也不愿因犹豫不决而后悔。This is one of these things where it's like, I'd rather fail than not try kind of thing. 我宁愿做一个善良的人，也不愿成为一个心怀恶意的人。我宁可放弃一切，也要追求自己的梦想。So, what does that mean? So this is, I will give up everything to chase my dreams. Yeah, I had to think about that one. 他宁愿花时间自学，也不愿依赖他人的帮助。Yeah, so she'd rather spend time self-studying rather than rely on other people. So, yeah, this is a thing. It's kind of a thing that I came to. One of the conclusions I came to is that when you're studying, say, a language like Chinese, you can't rely on other people. Why not? Because you have to spend thousands of hours studying. If other people need to be there, they're going to want something in return. They're not just going to give you thousands of hours of their life for nothing. So, I have a YouTube channel. You should make your own YouTube channel, right? You can practice. 宁可吃苦一点，也要为了自己的目标努力奋斗。Yeah, there's do and there's do. I need to pay attention to that. 我宁愿一个人在家，也不愿和人群挤在一起。Yeah, that makes sense. 他宁可失去一切，也不愿屈服于压力。Okay, so he'd rather lose everything than be subdued by the pressure. Then what's the word? Succumb to pressure. To succumb to pressure. Succumb. To succumb. Do you pronounce the B? You don't, right? Succumb. Silent B. 他宁愿远行，也不愿在一个狭小的地方生活。Okay, so this 远行 probably means the commute, far from home. 狭小的地方生活。Live in a narrow place. Not quite sure what that means. 宁愿冒险尝试 Okay, 也不愿错过任何机会。So this doesn't have a subject, right? You notice that. There's no subject in this sentence. So sometimes you can just leave off the subject and you infer that the subject is 我 or it could just be an entire statement of fact, like this is generally preferred. 宁愿冒险尝试 So I'm willing to risk trying, I guess. 冒险尝试 冒险尝试 Is that a common phrase? Take the plunge. 冒险尝试 Oh, that looks useful. Maybe I should learn that. 我宁可多等一会儿也不愿错过和你见面的机会 That makes sense. I'm willing to wait a bit longer in order to... Actually, one thing that's weird about that sentence is that who is this person talking to? So presumably the speaker is 我 and like using the pronoun 你 implies that the person they're speaking to is 你. However, yeah, maybe they messaged 你. That would make sense. You probably wouldn't say it, right? If he said this, yeah, then 你 is in hearing range. 他宁愿面对挑战，也不愿过着平庸的生活。Yeah, that's my channel name. 不干平庸。I should call the channel 不干平庸。他宁愿一个人解决问题，也不愿麻烦他人。Okay, so she'd rather solve it by herself, some unspecified problem. 也不愿麻烦别人。 I didn't know 麻烦 could be used with a target like that, an object. 麻烦别人，就是给别人麻烦。I would normally say 给别人麻烦，麻烦别人。Seems like you can do that. 麻烦别人。我不要。OK， 当他决定不麻烦别人，不麻烦他人，麻烦别人。Oh, it's 他人。I didn't even notice. Sometimes it doesn't matter which synonym they use, so I just say 麻烦别人. Yeah, it just my bro. I didn't even notice that I said 别人 and the character is 他人 because they're so similar. All right, so can you give me more examples, please? Please include 宁可也不 and 宁可也要 and 宁可与其宁可 and some which just use 宁可 in a single clause. Now, yeah, maybe you're thinking I'm 疯了. I have not 疯了. I have not 疯的. 我没有疯. This is something that's worth doing, so I'm doing it. Or at least I think it's worth doing. Because I've studied this multiple times in the past for quite a long time, and I absolutely need to get it. What a mess. What is this? All right. 他宁可错过这次机会，也不愿意妥协自己的原则。So yeah, so he's willing to give up this opportunity and not willing to compromise his principles. 我宁可辛苦点儿，也不愿意向别人求助。他宁可在家自学，也不愿意去上昂贵的培训课程。Yeah, but she'd rather self-study than go to expensive classes. It kind of makes sense. Some classes are ridiculously expensive. 宁可也要，我宁可小睡一会儿。Oh, that's the same as the one in the textbook. 小睡一会儿。So this isn't. So in the textbook it says 小睡会儿觉。Yeah, 也要把这份报告写完。Okay, so I'd rather sleep a little less in order to finish this. All right. 他宁可吃醋，也要保护动物的生存环境。Okay, so this kind of means would rather to, but I'm willing to do this in order to do this. 他宁可花钱买质量好的东西，也要避免购买劣质商品。与其宁可，与其被动等待。Okay, in comparison with passively waiting, 宁可主动争取自己的机会。I'd rather, or it is better to, actively seek, 争取 actively vie for one's own opportunities. It should be not necessarily war, but people in general. They're just saying this is better than this. 与其谈吐一时的享受，宁可为未来打下更坚实的基础。Okay, rather than 贪图 is like while away or do nothing useful or something. 贪图 covet 享受. Oh, okay. So seek immediate enjoyment, seek immediate pleasure. 宁可为未来打下更坚实的基础. I'd rather establish firm foundations for the future. 与其在城市里拼搏 right? 拼搏，对。宁可到乡村享受宁静的生活。This one, this 宁 second tone, this fourth tone. 宁静 second tone. 宁可 fourth tone. 多音字。Okay, so there's 3 of them. Important. We looked at lots of examples. Okay, and just used by itself, it did not succeed. 宁可我宁可静静的享受孤独，也不 No, that's no one. 他宁可走得慢一些，也不愿 No, they're the same. So 宁可 let's just look 宁可 just the ones that are not using that grammar structure. Yeah, 我宁可一个孩子也没有 I'd rather have no children at all. So here it's not even used in a grammar structure. But you can kind of infer the grammar structure. So it's probably 与其我不知道收养与其负担得起孩子的生活费，我宁可一个孩子也没有。I'd rather have no children. 志愿者宁可看一部无聊的电影，也不想独自坐着思考。No, I want ones without the grammar structure. 或者宁可说。This one. 他们宁可试着过于谨慎而不冒风险也许是明智的。Okay, so they being whatever that is, 试着过于谨慎。Not really sure what that is. We're on the side of caution. 也不yeah, this is 宁可也不 same again 也不。如果我还是个年轻人，我宁可坐牢也不愿为这个国家去打仗。So it seems a lot of the time it is used like this. 我宁可去做一些能让我充实的事情。I'd rather do something that makes me fulfilled. Yeah. So I'm not sure if this counts as correct. I'm not sure if it's correct. The thing is, I see this a lot in novels that have been translated from English. Because in English you say this a lot. This is the thing. I'd rather do X, Y, Z. And it's translated into Chinese like this. But I'm not sure if you can do that. It looks like you can. 他宁可买书而不愿 Oh, that's another one of those. 也不愿宁可一人独往 Okay. 莫与坏人为伴 Better go alone than bad company. Okay, that sounds like some kind of ancient Chinese or something. Confucius said or something. 子曰总有一些宁可绝灭自己的宿命。What is 宿命? Predestination. All right. Okay, there's always people who are willing 直面 This is to face one's fate, something like that. Yeah, all right. I think we've done enough. Worth digging deep on this one, I think. So there were the three major ones, and this kind of thing exists as well, where it's just used to mean would rather. All right, next. A. Yeah, this one I haven't really understood fully, but it seems like you're making a concession. You say A means like, okay, I accept that A is true. I think we have a similar one in English, like where you repeat the phrase to just indicate that it kind of you're kind of just accepting something as true. A, like, okay, I accept this as true. Sounds like a concession. There's something like that in English. I forget. A 是口语格式. Yeah. So you don't see it on the exam, right? On the HSK exam. Unless someone's being quoted. I suppose it could turn up in the listening section. Yeah, that's true. A 在语义上是与前文相关联的 So it's connected with the previous material. 是前文已经出现或那不出现了的词语。有时是对上文文意的概括。如本课文中的不解。What? 概括, so it's just summarizing. Here it's saying it's summarizing the previous materials, or just saying, okay, this is the starting point for this sentence, maybe. 就在上文出现过。A 归 A 加强让步语义让步语义 This is what I mean when I say concession. It's a concession. So you're accepting something as true. 上文表示意义上的对应和逆转 Yeah, so after this you're expecting 表示意义上的对应 what is a correspondence or 逆转 a reversal like you're accepting this is true however blah 不解归不解我每天工作疲倦了都要去看看那几颗丝瓜 So even though I'm puzzled every day after working hard I want to check out how my 丝瓜 are going Yeah. So concession. Kind of, yeah, they do give the example 虽然, right? I've written it here. 虽然是. 虽然但是. It's that kind of. I accept this. Yeah, there's a few ways of accepting, of expressing this. Of expressing a concession. Like, I'm accepting this as true. We don't have to talk about it anymore. We're now talking about this. 老张心里很不满意大家都有意见为什么偏叫我去说 So this 偏 is 偏 right? Why do you single me out to speak? Yeah. 不满归不满 Not like accepting the lack of satisfaction 老张也只能去谁让他是长辈呢谁让他是长辈呢 What? What? 朋友之间开玩笑归开玩笑但千万别过了头 Okay, so like this is jokes are jokes All jokes aside, you don't want to go over the top, right? 虽然是开玩笑 Yeah. Let's have a chat with ChatGPT. What's the English? Are there similar grammar structures to A in English? I think there are. There is something I'm thinking of. There's something I'm thinking of. I'm not making this up. It does exist. There's something like where you repeat the phrase. I mean, where you repeat the phrase a in order to indicate a concession. Not this one. I don't know. There is something like that. I just can't think of it right now. All right, maybe it's not that important. So gui. I don't encounter this very often, but maybe that's because I don't watch enough TV or something. Yeah, usually gui is in other words. Because it's oral, you don't often see it in writing. Yeah, there's no examples, right? I didn't see any. Come on. He's not as much lazy as one. No, that's not what I'm thinking. One of these days I'll figure out what it is. Yeah. Be that as it may. I don't know, we might say something like that. All right, can you 10 examples of a way a Oh, whoops. Actually, did they? He's coming out. All right. What's done is done. Maybe. Oops. I wrote no Chinese. I meant to say no English. What? Where's the gui? None of these. Is there even a single gui? There's no gui in any of these. All right. No, as in, I don't know. 不解, gui, 不解. Oh, they're all 不什么什. My textbook has examples like 开玩笑, 归, 开玩笑, and 生气归, 生气. Ugh. All right, ChatGPT was not especially helpful at this task, but all right. Okay, 不愿去, 不愿去. There's no gui. Why is there no gui? None of these have gui. All right, that was not especially useful. 希望归希望，他依然保持乐观的态度。I got nothing. I don't know if this is reliable. All right, this I don't know what to do. So let's move on. Honestly, I don't encounter it enough, so I'm not treating it as a top priority. Okay, 咱们好归好. So, all right, 好归好. 你要是做事不公平，我们不得不取消你的资格。取消你的资格。So presumably the first one is like our relationship. So even though our relationship is good, if you're going to do unfair things, yeah, I don't like this. 你要是 This 要是 is an if, right? 你要是，如果你做事不公平，那我们不得不取消你的资格。Can you 取消资格？ I mean, if that's possible, maybe it's alright as it is. 取消资格。Oh, okay. No, it is fine. 取消你的资格。So this is disqualify you. Okay, I get the feeling I looked that up last time. That seems alright then. 生气归生气 even though you're angry. 你求我的帮助，我还是会帮你的。Do I need to put in a 的话？你要 maybe I'll put a 要是，你要是求我的帮助，你要是 put a 要是，你要是求我的帮助，我还是会帮助你的。So this is even if I'm angry, I guess. 喜欢归喜欢，价格那么贵，他还是决定不买了。Really? So this is despite the price being, despite you liking it, the price is expensive, so I'm not 买，还是决定不买了。Yeah, that's about it. All right, next. 连同一起。Okay, so let me recap what I think the differences are. 连同 is usually between like nouns or objects, whereas 一起is like together, like usually just people 一起, company, maybe sound. 连同 is usually used with disparate things. I think they're different things, right? 一起，你和我一起去。连同 sounds more formal to me as well. Let's see what it says. 都有 A 和 B 一同的意思，但连同是连词，一起是副词。Yeah, maybe I should have pointed that out. They are different parts of speech, right? 不能换用. Okay, so they're just completely separate words. So this is one of these things. Okay, so they're completely different. Why do you even compare them? It's chalk and cheese. Okay, 连词，联合的意思. All right. Yeah, like together with. 常用于两个名词之间. Yeah, that's what I said. Between nouns. 代物连同清单一并送过去。一并 is that a word? 一并 in a lump. All right. 一并放弃，表示两种或两种以上的事情合在一块儿。一并 All right, there you go. I was not expecting. 一并 All right. And 明天 so this one 副词. Okay, so the only thing you need to know is this is a conjunction, this is an adverb. And kind of the meaning of the words as well, I guess. 明天你把作业和考试成绩一起带给他吧。So this 一起 is modifying 带. So adverbs you usually put before verbs. Okay, and this is A and B. Like it's just different parts of speech. I don't know why. Why did they do this? Why compare these words? They're just totally different. 他把上衣连同裤子都弄脏了。Yeah, A 和 A and B. Okay, so all right. Yeah, 我跟他一起去。Wow, I feel like why am I doing this? 下个星期小王去上海出差，你跟他一起去吧。我跟朋友一起住在一所离学校 很近的公寓里，到期后，请把借款连同利息一并，又是一并还给我。All right, so I'm pretty sure those are the answers. Not like I'm not sure. Like I feel like yeah, 连同一起连同对。So what am I supposed to think of that though? What was I supposed to do? I feel like the fact that they compared these words that are different was going to be more likely to cause me confusion than like ichi you studied maybe back in HSK 1 or 2 or something. It's pretty early on. It could be HSK 1, very, very early on. And 连同 is like this super advanced word. It's just a fancy way of saying and, A and B. Yeah. It's just different words, totally different words. All right, anyway. Next is this one where we write words down that contain certain characters. I'll just click open my textbook, not my textbook, my notebook. What is the date? 今天是几月几号? 今天是2022 maybe it's time I get a new pen. 这盒子里有几支笔？多少支笔？10支笔，对吗？我已经用满了多少？一半，整页一半，剩下的只有5支笔。剩下的有5支笔。OK， 2024年。还是3月29日，之前过得很快，我可以告诉你。All right, so OK， 词汇，负担，负担的担，这个不是，我就是标记出这个词汇。这个汉字 ，OK， 随机的机，随机这样写的对吗？随机的机，照耀的照，the 耀 is kinda， 所以我照耀的照对吗？耀 ，OK， 耀 is 黄，No, I'm gonna look. It's you and what's that? Chair or something? Or maybe it's Dre. Vaguely remember it that. 疲倦的疲。疲倦. Sure if I remember how to write this one. Is it that? 疲倦. Oh, I got it. 疲倦的疲。然后。协调的调，协调的调。Now, 调 is a 多音字， so I'm not clear on whether or not I'm allowed to use words that involve 调，声调。Would that be considered cheating, or maybe I should just do both? See how we go. 负担的担 Okay, we have 担心。The easiest one is 担心, right? 担. What else is it? 担任. 担任. 我 hurt myself with the pen. 我戳着手，有点痛。Is it 戳？我用笔戳着自己的手，不小心戳着自己的手。It's not often I get to use that word. Oh wait, Did you look at? That's just a coincidence, right? Just look, compare these two characters. What? So the right-hand side of this character, Zhao Yao, is the left-hand side of this character. Or, okay, that's just a coincidence and has nothing to do with anything. Okay, then what else is there? Dan Yan. Dan Yan. There's probably Dan Yan. This is Shang Dan, Dang Dan. Are those words? Not sure. All right, next Ji. I got nothing. I got literally nothing. Ji. Oh, 随机. Oh no, that's 随机. So nothing. 零分. Ji. I mean, I use it as an independent character. It means like IE. Okay, let's skip to Zhao. Zhao. Wait, this is the new pen, right? I just got it out of the box. I don't know. Zhao. That's not a really good handwriting, but okay. Zhao Pian. Zhao Yang. That's a bit better. Zhao Yang. There's Yi Zhao. Which E? This E. Yi Zhao. What else is there? Zhao. Zhao Liang. Zhao Liang, right? Zhao Liang. Liang. Is that right? Zhao Liang. Zhao. Zhao. So it should have something to do with light or shining or something like that. Zhao. Zhao 到你屁股上. Okay, next is 疲倦. Okay, the other P words is 疲劳. 疲乏. 疲乏, 对. 疲 The other one is 疲惫. Yeah, I'm not getting that one. 疲惫. Is it like yan pi or something? Something like that. Yan pi. Yan. No, it's yan juan. Yeah, yan juan. It's not yan pi. Yan juan. Can't think of any others. Okay, 协调. Okay, 调味料. 调味料. 还有呢? To tune a piano. How do you say that in Chinese? To tune a piano. Is it 调钢琴? Not 100% sure on that one. 调钢琴. I think that's correct. You tune a piano is 调钢琴. So there's all these words like with 调, like 声调. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to use those though. 声调, 调, 低调, this sort of thing. Oops. That's a 人. That's not correct. I'll write it again. 低调. 低调. This is low key. There's also, is it 高调? 高调 the opposite? Not sure. 调, 调动. 调动. It's like transport. 调到, but that's 调 by itself plus a complement, so I don't think that counts. The thing is, I'll go read the answers in a minute, and I'll probably find all sorts of ones that don't count. 调味料调和调节 Oh, that's not written very nice. 哪个节 This one, right? Oh, there's two of them. 调节 There's both of them, right? There's probably some others. Anyway, that'll do. Let's see if I think of any more, but if not, we'll just accept that. Oh, Dan Ren. They're probably, it must be, there's Deng Dan, right? Deng Dan. This is that's a word, right? Deng Dan. Pretty sure it is. Dan, 下单上单 上任对吗？不是上单，上任下任。there's this thing you carry on your shoulders, right? The stick on your shoulders. Is that called 单子 or something? I don't know. Okay, 水鸡 I can't think of anything with G in it other than 水鸡 and just G. G. No, I got nothing for that one, I'm afraid. Zhao. There's probably a bunch of others with Zhao. Yi Zhao. And Zhao. Yeah, and Zhao is kind of similar. And Zhao. 然后光照 right? 光照 all right. P. There's no others for P, right? I think it's all basically those four. I don't recall ever encountering it. 疲惫不堪 wow. Is that right? That's not right, is it? This is a 人 疲惫不堪 okay, that's kind of an extension. 疲惫不堪 Hey, no, I don't think I'm gonna get 悲 疲惫不堪 okay, that'll do. Let us mark red pen, and I'll jot down. Maybe I'll just open the file. 几张当然有几张 I do know that word. 即将 yeah 就是我怎么说前往金安桥的列车即将进站 yeah 即刻即时立即立即即刻 but 随时随刻随地 okay, so this is what they wrote in the answers. 即刻即刻即刻即时 and 立即 I know. I didn't think of it. 立即 what's 即刻 Is this like 随时随刻即刻 No, it's another immediately 即刻 and 即时 Is this another immediately? Okay, so there's all these different immediatelys. But 即将 is about to. It's not as immediate, I think. Or maybe it is immediate as well. All right. What did I get for 教授 is in the answers. 照射 oops 射照射较亮对照明照明 what's the other one 照明 so there was 4 of them in the answers 照射较亮照明 and 光照 yeah all right next is 疲惫 yeah there's 疲惫疲劳疲软疲乏 okay so I missed out on 疲软 and how do you write 惫 惫 is where are we at the top it is it's 准备的备 with a heart at the bottom 准备的备 with a heart at the bottom. All right that's fine 疲惫不堪 and what was the other one 疲软疲软软是这样写的对吧疲软 so this is like fatigued and therefore not strong maybe like metal fatigue 疲软 fatigued and weak weak currency 加个疲软 sluggish 市场疲软 so it seems like it's metaphorical all right and the next line 调理 all right 调理 I don't know this one 调理调味 yeah the 调味料 that's 调味 is like a sub word I guess 调整调节 okay they use this one 调节 the other one 调整 yeah I know this word I just didn't think of it what is 调理 调理 maybe it's just like 梳理办理处理 but it's 调理调 gives you the process of which like 用调这个办法做处理 something like that 调理 oops no not at all nurse one's health I don't know this word I just don't know this word 吃点中药调理一下身体 nurse one's health all right but they are all 调 so these ones don't count was there anything else the first one is in the textbook 承担担任担当分担 okay so 2 I missed 承担sorry let me get this right 1 2然后这样对吗承担 did I write it correctly why did I add this line underneath because there's another character 是拯救 which kind of I get confused with sometimes 承担 and the other one was 分担承担 to take on responsibility 分担 to share responsibility seems last time I studied this I looked up a lot of words as well here 担心担忧 oh yeah 担忧 I didn't think of Daniel this time okay here 及时 oh yeah 及时 yeah 有及时即便 what is 即然 I don't know 即然 well it seems I knew it last time 即然 is 即然 the same as 及时 I think it kind of is oh no it's the wrong character 既然 yeah no that one's just an error that one's wrong 照片按照拍照 oh yeah 拍照 疲劳疲惫. Whoa, I got it. I managed to handwrite 疲惫 last time. Interesting. Okay, 疲乏疲软疲弱疲累. Yeah. 空调. Oh yeah, 空调. 空调调节调节调微量调整. Okay, 调皮. Is that really the 调皮 Is that really the character? It is. It means naughty. 调皮的孩子. 调皮. Okay, interesting. All right, next. This is this silly thing. You rewrite the sentence using this word, but it sounds like a reasonable exercise until you realize you just identify the synonym in the sentence and replace it. 时间紧迫，你们先走，然后我马上动身。OK， 然后我立即马上，我随即马上。OK， 这种产品一再降价。可就是卖不动。All right， 就让人愣住了。All right， 让人觉得不可思议。Yeah. I think that's fine， 就让人愣住了。OK， next， 让我嫁给他还不如。让我一辈子不结婚。Okay, so making me marry him is worse than like a lifetime of solitude. I think this is the canonical example. I would rather live alone for life than marry him. I don't like him, apparently. 我宁愿一辈子不结婚，也不嫁给他. I'd rather be alone for my life than marry him. Actually, sometimes this is true in the real world. Like, yeah. You meet these kinds of people and they kind of want to kind of offer you like marriage or something, but then you kind of realize that it's just completely in their favor. Okay, so we're still going through this exercise. 我敢说也敢说敢 meaning dare to, I dare say. We're kind of similar in English. 我敢说 I dare to say. 我敢说这件事肯定是他干的，因为别人没有这个机会。Yeah, 我断定。So this is I dare to say, and this is I surmise. A bit different. 妈妈把午饭连同课本一起放进我的书包里了。All right, not exactly the most satisfying task to do. 希望你一如既往继续关心支持我们。Yeah, 像以前一樣。Yeah, that's like the definition. So if you go to the dictionary and look up the definition of 一如既往, it'll be this, or something similar. All right. So now we do something what I consider a bit more serious, or a bit more useful. 填空. 找个空闲时间, or maybe it's 空闲时间, 找一块空地, 种上吉利种子. Yeah, because it's a measure word. It has to be this one. Actually, there's no other single characters. There are 2-character measure words, but they're pretty rare. 只要有肥沃的土壤, 水的滋润, 阳光的照耀, 很快就能发芽开花了。红色的花瓣点缀在绿叶之间，让人看了心情愉快。This is almost identical to the textbook. All right, next. Yeah, I'm fairly sure I filled those in correctly. filled those in space correctly, not filled those incorrectly. 这个孩子已经连续十几天没来上课了，我们担心与日俱增，断定他一定是出什么事了。放学后，我来到男孩的家，看到了满脸疲倦的妈妈。他刚看到我时很惊讶，随即抱歉地说：“最近孩子的父亲因为交通事故去世了，由于负担不起学费，孩子只好退学去打工。” This is really a tragic story. 听到这个消息，我的心沉重起来。So this is one of these examples where an adjective in Chinese functions as a verb. 我的心沉重起来。沉重 like is an adjective, but 沉重起来 is like it becomes like that adjective, right? 真希望大家都能伸出温暖的手，帮助这个孩子度过难关。难关是什么？难关 so in Chinese, people often use metaphors of roads and passes. Like a pass, like you cross a bridge or go through a ravine or something like this. There's a certain guan, you need to cross the guan. But sometimes getting across is not easy, and that is a nan guan. It refers to a difficult process you need to go through, a temporary one, right? Once you're through, you're fine. But going through that period is hard. 渡过 渡 means to ferry, or 渡船, right? It goes a ferry across. So, 渡过难关, 渡过难关. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all those are correct. Yeah, I don't feel the need to do corrections. 他心中难免生气。妈妈是怎么想的？愣是不让我嫁给他。OK， 要是我宁愿多想一点儿。Okay, if it was me, I'd prefer to think a bit more. 生气归生气，我还是要接受他的选择。难免是。Oh, okay, so what I'm going for here is my mother is pushing me into marriage, but if it was me, I'd like to think a bit more. 我还是要是我这个吧，生气归生气，我还是 No, this is not correct. There should be some kind of reversal here. Even though I'm angry, because I'm the one angry according to the text. 我心中难免生气. So I'm angry at my mother because she wants me to marry him. Stubbornly wants me to marry him. 要是我宁愿多想一些. Okay, that's fine. 生气归生气，我还是 No, this one's not correct. It needs to be a reversal. 我还是有自己的权利，我还是有人权，我还是有自己的权利，我还是有自己的权利，我还是有权利，这个利，whoops， 我还是有权利。I have rights. It isn't, or is it the other li? I get those two li. There's two 权利. I think it's that one. 权利. Yeah, right. 权利，我还是有权利，选择自己的选择自己的 pale. How do you write pale? Banu. Let's use banu. Pale. Banu. I want to write more distinct characters. It is banu, like that, right? Both are in the banu. Trying to up my handwriting game. banu. pale 这么写，偶是偶尔的偶 ，but pay 一般 pale 啊，佩服的佩 pale yeah I had to think about that 佩服的佩 right 配合 it's 佩服的佩 right no it's not 佩服的佩 it's 配合的配 yeah need to practice 配合的配 okay okay, that's just from the text. This is my homework from 2 years ago. Let's see how I went. 孩子长得很快，转眼间他已经成长了。I don't know. 他已经不是孩子了。不是孩子了。他已经不是孩子了，成长了。Maybe it's okay. These are 长大了 would be better than 成长了。Yeah, this 长大了 works. 他已经长大了。接着 this also works. 他已经不是孩子了。接着他又提起留学的可能性。Okay, that's fine. The possibility of studying abroad. 虽然他只有17岁，却能去国外留学，使得我很烦恼。That's not an appropriate adjective. 使得我很担忧。使得我很担忧。烦恼 is annoyed and irritated. 担忧 full of worry, much better. All right, this page I find mostly useless, so skip. Whoa, look at that. I studied these words. So what are we looking at? 近义词 synonyms. Let's make it big. 简化 is a verb. It is also an adjective. 简化 is a verb meaning to simplify. 精简 is an adjective, right? Maybe 简化 is also an adjective. 精简 streamline. 精简 No, it is a verb as well. All right. It does say verb. 精简报表 What is 报表? Okay. Seems like a euphemism. 精简编制精简会议 okay, so it seems like this is a euphemism for sacking people. We need to streamline. Okay, so this one is also a verb. Simplify versus streamline. Okay, also a verb. Oh. 精简到175人 Yeah, we're streamlining. Maybe your employer tells you they're streamlining, which means you're fired. You do not have a job anymore. I shouldn't laugh like that. Maybe someone in my audience is like, oh, I got fired yesterday. You're really just rubbing it in. Anyway. Sorry. 觉悟 觉醒 觉醒 is kind of wake up in the sense of wake up sheeple, right? To become aware, to awaken to reality kind of thing. 觉悟 is to come to a realization, something like that. Maybe we'll look them up in Pleco first. 觉悟 oh, this one, to come to understand, but it seems it has another meaning. Oh, sorry. To come to understand, 觉悟了的人民 an awakened population. Wake up sheeple. 他终于觉悟了 he finally understood. 政治觉悟高 like political awareness. So that's that one. That one's as a noun. Okay. And the other one is 觉醒. 觉醒 has got to be wake up sheeple, right? 觉醒使人民觉醒过来 awaken the people. In the sense of wake up sheeple. Do you know the phrase wake up sheeple? It's like, it's just a, okay, originally people said this, it's like, okay, some conspiracy is going on and you're not awake enough. You're not informed enough to know about this conspiracy. So people might say, wake up sheeple. Now it's a joke. It's such a silly thing to say that you don't have to take someone seriously if they say wake up sheeple. 被压迫的人们觉醒了，纷纷起来反抗。Okay, so this is a serious one though. It's the same kind of meaning as in wake up sheeple. The wake up sheeple, wake up. So these people, the oppressed people have awoken the dragon. And 纷纷 one by one 起来反抗 have come to resist. Yeah. 觉悟 okay. So 觉醒 is the wake up sheeple, but it doesn't have the negativity of wake up sheeple. 觉悟 跟觉悟有所不同。觉醒强调结果，觉悟强调过程。What? Oh, the process of awakening versus the result of awakening. Okay, that makes sense. Let's jot that down. Okay, 觉醒 is 结果, right? And 觉悟 was the 过程. So this is the process of awakening, and this is the result of awakening, or to already be awakened, right? What? All right. Wake up, sheeple. Next, 结局结果. Yeah, here I put an X. I do not think of them as synonyms. 结局. 结局 is like end game or the end of a movie or something like this. 结局. Whereas 结果 is the result of a process. I don't even think of them as synonyms. They're not that similar. Yeah, 结局. The end of a movie. 结局.悲惨的结局 tragic ending. 小说的结局 yeah, the end of a novel, the end of a play, etc. The end. It's not the result, it's the end. Maybe this is trickier for native Chinese people because they look similar, but they're totally different concepts in English. So 结果. So maybe the authors of the book think they're similar. I don't know. 结果. Like the results of whatever. What happened? Oh, I put in the wrong one. There's also this one. 结果. Yeah, there's 结果 and there's 结果. This is like the physical producing fruit, like on a tree. 苹果树结果了. Yeah, so the apple tree produced fruit, like literal apples, right? Whereafter 结果, result, consequence. Yeah, this has got nothing to do with the end of a novel or something. Yeah, this is more like conclusion, result kind of thing. Okay, next, 救济 and 求助. 救济, the 济 pertains to economics, right? 经济的济. 救济 is probably economic relief for people who need money to exist or like exist with some level of quality. 救 救济工作，救济食品，救济什么民？平民，救济平民。And the other one is 救助. This is just a broader version of it, right? This is like 经济上的救助, right? Something like that, maybe. 医生去救助伤员，救助人员。So they're the same, but this just emphasizes money. I don't know. Let's check. Am I right? 救济。OK. 用钱物救助灾民，或其他生活贫困的人。Yeah, exactly what I said, right? So use money to 救助。That's the character I got confused with. 拯救援助，拯救援助。So that's the character I got confused with when I wrote 承担 just before. Because that one has a line underneath, but it doesn't have, yeah, so you have to think. There are different characters, but I get them confused. Usually when I write them afterwards, I can just think, I can just look at it and it's like, no, that just looks wrong. Something's wrong with that character. 局面局势. Yeah, they are very similar, aren't they? 局面局势. I do not know. They both mean like the current situation or something. The situation, usually it's a negative type of situation. 局面局势. I don't know how to tell the difference between these two. 局面. 打开局面 scope. Okay, so maybe 局势 is the situation. Let's do this one first because it's narrower. 政治、军事、经济等在一定时期内所呈现的态势。What is 态势？ 把握政治局势。Okay, so it's not as negative as I was thinking. It feels neutral then. 国际局势。紧张局势. Yeah, I usually encounter it in tense situations and like this sort of thing. 局势正在恶化. The situation is getting worse. So that's why I thought it was negative, because the context is usually negative, but maybe the word itself is neutral. Okay, and 局面事情在一定时间内所呈现的状态. That was almost identical. Let's read the 注意. 跟局势不同.
出现了对我公司极为有利的局面。
Oops. 跟局势不同. 局面可用于一般事务. 局势只用于重大事务. Okay. So this one is a big thing, like governments and war and whatever. And this one is generic. And what was the second one? 局面侧重指已形成的状态. 局势侧重指发展趋势. Okay, so this one is the current situation. This is the tendency towards another situation. So there's two differences. So this one, the first one was, okay, these are large scale. Whoops. 局面 was larger scale. No, I got it backwards. Delete. This one, 局势 was large scale. And 局势 was a trend, a development trend, like how it will develop, how the situation will develop. So one difference and the second difference, how it will develop. that will develop. Okay, so just use 局面, right? Sometimes, yeah, sometimes you can just cheat like that. Like, okay, so whenever this is usable, this is usable, maybe, and until you get to a particularly high level, yeah. Okay, what character is this? Is this Lian Jie Qingnian, right? I don't know these words. They're just two random words for me. Lian Jie. I got the tone right. I know this word, I know this character from the name, Wei Lian. It'll be here, Wei Lian. Wei Lian. I read one of Roald Dahl's books. I forget which one. And there was a character called Wei Lian. The other one is Lian Jia. This one. Wu Mei Lian Jia, right? Where's Wu Mei Lian Jia? Or something in that ballpark. This one. Jia Lian Wu Mei. Wu Mei Jia Lian. So I recognize the character, but I don't recognize either of these words. Lian Jie, Qingnian. I don't know. I look at it, I see qing means clean, jie means clean. So presumably it's got something to do with cleaning. Not really. Honest and clean. Oh, okay. Incorruptible in that sense. 廉洁高效，廉洁自律，清正廉洁. Okay, it's clean in the sense of incorruptible. And what's the other one? 清廉，清正廉洁. Whoa, all right, I'm just going to say incorruptible. They're too similar for me to split a hair. She's green. Incorruptible. Incorruptible? How do you spell incorruptible? Is it with an A or an I? Ibble or able? It is with an I. Incorruptible. Incorruptible. All right. This one, 牵制 and 牵扯. All right, my understanding is 牵扯 is to be dragged into something. Something you do not want to be involved in, but you're dragged into it anyway. 牵制. I don't think that has any relation. I've put an X there. They don't seem like synonyms to me. 牵扯. 牵扯. Yeah, dragged in. You don't want to be involved. It's something you don't care about or don't want to go near, but people drag you in. 牵连拉扯. Okay, so that's literal dragging. And 发生关联. So 发生 creating connections. 听说这事还牵扯到你. So involved you. This involved you. Implicated involved. Yeah, this is a negative word. It's an so 把我牵扯进去. So maybe it is not just dragged in, but also implicate. 就是牵扯了不少人. Yeah, so implicate, drag in. Okay, let's dot those down. Implicate, drag in. So I've always interpreted it as being dragging. So 牵扯. 牵制. Oh, that's okay. 牵制. What is this? 拼两头. 拖住对方使其行动受到限制. So pin down the enemy. 牵制敌人. Okay, this has got, yeah, I can understand why I said these are not, why these are not synonyms. They're not pinned down. Yeah, in context I would have figured that out, I think. 敌 敌人的主力受到了牵制 so the enemy's pinned down, etc. These are just totally different words, aside from having one character the same. Yeah. All right, next is 废除 and 作废. They mean abolish. 废除 is usually for like abolishing policy or something. 废除此条约 is a treaty, so we abolish a treaty. 废除了此刑 abolish the death penalty. Okay, 作废, that sounds very similar. It's a verb. It looks like a verb meaning to get rid of or to regard something as no longer applicable. 该合同作废了. Okay, so the contract 作废了 has been annulled, something like that. 密码已经过期作废. The password is already expired and is no longer this kind of 作废, I don't know. 取消资格. Okay, it seems you can 取消资格. 作废, no longer applicable. Yeah, maybe we don't have this word in English. 作废. Yeah, so become invalid. It's two words, right? Cancel, delete, nullify. Nullify, maybe invalidate. It is a verb, invalidate. To cancel. Cancel is 取消. Delete, 删掉. Nullify. Maybe it's nullify. To invalidate. Maybe that's the word, invalidate. To invalidate something. All right, how are we going for time? Nearly 2 hours. We'll finish this, and that's the end of the chapter. But first, I need to use the bathroom. So, rest. 1 minute, I'll just pause. All right, hopefully that worked. Where were we? 让步,妥协. 让步, this is to make a concession. There's another word, 迁就, right? I have to think there for a second. 迁就. Yeah, yield to. Let's jot that down as well. 迁就. While we're there, 迁就. Sorry, it's not easy writing from this angle. 迁就. Yeah, it's not the best. Don't write like that, but all right. What's the difference? They don't say, do they? Let's go ask ChatGPT. Can you help me understand the difference between 让步, 妥协, and 迁就? Please. Then other synonyms I should be aware of. Pretty similar, right? 让步, concede, giving, 妥协, compromise. They want me to compromise. 迁就, yield to. So maybe compromise can also mean like compromise your values. All right. 让步, conceding to another person. 在谈判中，双方都必须做出一些让步，才能达成协议. Yeah, so you got to give the other party something to reach an agreement. 妥协。为了避免冲突，我们只好妥协一下。So we don't want to do something, but we do it. Kind of similar, but this feels like more used in everyday life. 迁就，他很迁就我，总是为了我方便而让步。So 让步 here as well. Alright, more one-sided. Okay, so 迁就. So you, I guess 让步 and maybe 妥协 usually implies two sides. And you meet in the middle. Whereas 让步, yeah, it means like just giving your opponent an extra room, kind of extra room or something. 迁就, just I'm doing what you're saying. Just do what you say. It's too much trouble to argue. What are these other ones? 折中? I don't know that. 折中? Variant of 折中, okay. That didn't help. 姑息. 谦让. 退让. This is step back. 退让. Bit different. 让步. So, how do the meanings of the English word compromise fit into this framework? This Chinese. So compromise, you compromise your principles. You come to a compromise. And compromise. So compromise is a verb noun. Yeah, this is kind of hard-ish. I just use 让步, honestly. This isn't helping me much, is it? Both parties agree to give up certain demands. Yeah. So when, like in politics, you just kind of, all right, you want both sides to compromise. So, you're best off when you start, have the most unreasonable demands ever. And so your opponent can meet you in the middle. You just move the middle to what a reasonable person might agree to. 迁就. It's called the Overton window, right? Just try to move the rational discussion or what's perceived as the reasonable things to discuss as far towards your position as possible by making outlandish claims. 迁就. It creates a slightly negative connotation. Yeah, I think so. 迁就, it's like, I just do what you say. It's just, I don't want to argue kind of thing. Yeah, maintain harmony, conflict. So this one seems to be the result of negotiations where 让步 is like, reach an agreement or settlement. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. They are very similar. 让步 and 妥协. Anyway, next. Okay. Yeah, the next one is really 善字, right? 善字 and 私字. Yeah, these are really hard. I almost never use them to begin with. Okay, so 善字, if I remember correctly, implies a lack of permission. You would reasonably expect to need to ask for permission, but you did not. And 私字 is something like not part of. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure there. 擅自使用了汽车，擅自看我的文件，擅自出院。Yeah, so I think in these examples where you would be expected to get permission, but you don't have permission. And the next one, 私自卖给什么军？哦，叛军 like the enemy or something. 私自教授学生. Okay, so that's not negative, right? So here you're expecting to get permission. Here, like you could do something good or bad, but it's kind of on your own. Like, yeah, maybe you teach. Maybe you're a math professor, but maybe you just, I don't know, like teaching students and you do it for fun. 山字. I very, very seldom use or encounter these characters. I remember studying them for a long time. Yeah. Without authorization. Okay, 超越权限自作主张. Yeah. Without authorization. But it's not just like I drank a cup of coffee without authorization. It emphasizes you would naturally expect to get authorization or need authorization, right? So a lot of employees, they can't get authorization for every single thing they do, right? Yeah, they need some ability to act independently. But here, that you say the 善字, so without authorization, it would be reasonable to expect they need authorization. And 私自, 私 is like self, right? 自私 is selfish. Actually, it's the same characters, isn't it? You rotate the characters. 自私 selfish. 私自 again, pretty rare. So what is this? 被指组织和有关人员做违反法律和规章制度的事. Oh, okay. So that's very negative. Without, maybe privately, secretly is better. 私自过户. 本阅览是参考书，不是私自写出。I don't know. Like, I realize these come up in grammar textbooks, but, well, I never use them in my output. And when I read them, I know it kind of vaguely means without permission. But this one, So it's like, all right, so they're both negative though. Both negative, they're both adverbs. Both adverbs, both negative. 私自 is kind of, you do it on your own. You're probably not meant to do it, sort of thing. Anyway, next, 生效有效. Yeah, they're very similar. 有效 effective, 生效. Let's look it up. I can't tell you the difference between these words. 有效. We'll see. 有效, effective, efficacious. 有效合同, valid contract. Yeah. Okay. And 生效. Oh, 生效 is to take effect, right? Yeah. So this is has effect. This is to take effect. It's totally different, right? Yeah. To take effect, to be effective. Effective or in effect. To be effective or in effect. Effect. All right. All right, next. What is that? 盛情, 热情. What is 盛情? I don't know this word. 热情 is enthusiasm or zeal or something like that. It's a very positive word. 他对国际象棋的热情 is his enthusiasm towards chess. What is 盛情？深厚的情谊。I don't know this word, but it doesn't seem like enthusiasm to me. 盛情接待 warm reception. 热情 热情 can also mean cordial, warm, 热烈 yeah, this one as well. 我们的热情感动了来宾。热情洋溢的感谢信。Yeah, all right. I don't think I need to care. I need to care insofar as I know that word exists. I'm going to forget it again. I'm pretty sure I'm going to forget it. Okay. 瓦解和分解。瓦解, I've put collapse here, but I do not accept that as a translation. 瓦解. More like dissolve or decompose or split into into smaller chunks. Collapse in that sense. 瓦解。货币体制 right? 货币体制正在瓦解。Okay, collapsing in that sense. I guess that's used metaphorically though. 瓦解。Okay, 瓦解敌军，瓦解士气。Actually, this is the common collocation, actually. Yeah. So, sapmo. 瓦解。All right, maybe collapse is okay. Not the best, but all right. 分解。Break down. Maybe this is like molecules and things. 分解。like in digestion or something. Well, that's a lot of definitions. Mediate. Oh, all right. This is the definition they're talking about, I guess. 促使敌人内部分解 split up. Yeah, all right. I vaguely know these. Next, 慰问. I don't know that word. 安慰. 安慰 meaning to console. 慰问. So maybe this 问 is 问号. No, 问候. So it's probably something like 安慰问候. I'm guessing. What was it? 慰问. Yeah, 安慰并问候，对，问候。用话语或食物的。All right, 问候。Okay, 安慰 console and 问候is ask about how someone's doing, right? Send one's greetings. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, all right. That's not especially profound. Next, 支援 and 援助. Yeah, they both mean support. 援助is usually for people like who need rescuing. 支援 is like supporter. Like I'm a big supporter of this YouTube channel by liking and subscribing and leaving comments like, or something like that, right? 支援. No, not 支援, but 支援. Support. 支持援助. Okay, it's not that kind of support. It is 支援灾区. Then what is a supporter of the channel? 支持者, probably 支持者. Yeah, 支持者. 支援. So what is 支援? 支持援助. So support and aid. Yeah. So 援助 is this one. Aid. So this is support and aid. Yeah, all right. It's one of these things, like, if it's used in a sentence, it's not going to be a problem. Like, I know what these characters pertain to. 资助 and 赞助. 资助 is like financial help, where 赞助 is sponsorship. 赞助 would be like through a company or something like that. 有一建筑集团私家资助 private funding 资助 maybe there's also sponsorship 资助 financial help subsidize okay subsidize 用财务帮助 yeah so you subsidize this all right and 赞助 I think 赞助 is sponsorship like a company sports a local football team or something like that 支持帮助现多指经济上的帮助也寻求音乐会得到多家公司的赞助 yeah so the concert sponsored by numerous companies so government subsidies would be this one 资助 right government subsidies 补贴
Government subsidies.
Okay 补贴 that's another one isn't it 补贴 so I feel like 赞助 is through 补贴 let me get this right 贴 is it like this 赞助 would be like through an official process some company will sponsor your local football club I think that's the impression I get all right 补贴 is another one oh did I write 补贴 correctly I better check 补贴 yeah that's fine all right let us call it a video and I'll see you in the next video 谢谢大家下次聊拜拜